this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Taco Charlton able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check, lucky.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check 13. Check 26. Check 26. Watch twist. Go. Deuce. Check 43. Go. Kill. Zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check, check, any weapon. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Go, go. Check. Delta, Delta. Hot, hold on. Squeeze. Check 4, check 4. Same on. 31, check 31. He's cracked, same on.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Right there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's pick Hayward, Hayward. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch the ship. Watch him. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Watch safety screaming. Watch safety screaming. Safety screaming. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Shut. Bring it. Bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 33. Go. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. 2-6.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Cover it. Shoot. Zip it.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And a give this time to the tailback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Love taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Bring it out.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get it. Jet, cover. Here, put it 2. Jet, cover. 6. Mike 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right. Now let's get there. Tight dog. Go. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Yes! Motion. Ready!
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still going. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Come to my world.
First down, Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Get him. Get him. Get him.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
Hey, 50.
On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 52. I don't think you're going to go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Got it. Mike 51. Right here, right here. Man left, man left. Hey.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. He's got Smith here. A very solid gain of 27. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now a handoff looking right.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches...
That's caught at the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Play fake. Murray. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Murray, one final try. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A late hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Watch the curl. Watch the hey. My 52. Watch the slap. Watch the go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks.